Welcome back to the Fanspeak Network and happy Friday. Friday means Friends of Best Ball. I'm joined by Neil Orfield and we are going to draft a BBM6 in just 1 minute. That's right. Happy Friday. I'm very excited, Friends of Best Ball, and I'm very excited to have Neil Orfield joining me today for a Best Ball Mania 6. Neil, we drafted a few times together last year. I believe the one on your channel, we did go to the playoffs. I bugged you nonstop to see how it went. We almost made to the semifinals, not quite, but I'm looking forward to getting back in the draft streets with you. So how are you doing today?
Yeah, the goal, we're going to make the finals this year. One of our streams, one of our teams from a stream is going to make the finals this year. Didn't quite get there last year, but yeah, looking forward to this draft. This is, I have not done a Best Ball Mania that is not on a stream yet this year. So we're continuing the streak.
I don't know that I have either. Most of mine have been. I'm not going to be EMAC. I am actually doing a lot of the other contests.
Yeah.
Got in the Dalmatian today. Very excited about that. But yeah, just doing limited, more for the streams for the BBM. It's a tough sledding at 1 of 13, 1 of 16. So going to keep that for mostly streams. I'll probably just do like 1 a month for myself. And I think I've maybe done 1 on my own so far. So yeah, no, I think the one we did together on this channel last year was in third place in our pod. So we just missed it. So we're right there. We're right there. Let me say a quick hi to the chat. Mike Robb, always the jokester, always giving you a hard time. Justice for Steve. If you don't know what he's referring to, Neil did beat Steve pretty good at Best Ball Jeopardy the other night. He will be moving on to the quarterfinals. We have a Best Ball Jeopardy graphic up on Twitter today. Quarterfinals start next week with Justin Herzig versus Cody from Off the Schneid. Best Ball tournament continues, and I cannot wait to see the rematch with you and Pete.
I'm excited for it. Yeah, I don't know when it's going to be.
Yeah, no,
Pete's busy schedule, but
I will. We'll have to. I'll reach out to him next week and see what works. But yeah, I am very much looking forward to that. Neil had a very impressive performance, wiped out the bye week math, just crushed it, took down the whole board. The bye-week math, and just did amazing in general. So if you missed it, go back and watch it on the channel, of course. And of course, as you're coming in, hit that like button. We do appreciate that. I actually do not remember, Justin.
I think he might have gone to Notre Dame. Maybe my brother knew him.
Did your brother go to Notre Dame?
I could be totally misremembering that, but yeah.
And then here's your opponent who you beat pretty handily the other night. You guys will be drafting on your channel together next week in the DraftKings street. So check that out. We appreciate Jamie. Good to see you. Jeff T, always good to see you. So yeah, Steve, a good reminder. And of course, Hartman, GM. All right, Neil, anything that you're seeing as I pull over underdog, anything that you've been seeing in the, as we're in the slowest news period possible, that's surprising you in this like early July as we wait for training camp news? Is there anything in the streets that are surprising you?
Yeah, not a lot. I mean, J.K. Dobbins continues to rise, which I have mixed feelings about it because I understand the situation is pretty good there. Like the backfield is a strong one to be in for the Broncos. I tweeted about how bad he was outside of the first 2 weeks last year from a missed tackles force perspective, from an explosive run rate perspective. He had 2 awesome games to start the year, and then was not great the rest of the year. So I'm sort of not as into it as the rest of the field is as J.K. Dobbins moves up. So that surprised me a little bit. But I mean, the big thing right now is just the Najee Harris situation and what you want to do with the Najee Harris situation. I have moved up Omarion Hampton a little bit just from I kind of think he's already a good pick at like the 3-4 turn. I think he's totally a reasonable pick at that turn as is. So I'll just, just in case the eye injury is a little bit more serious than we're expecting, I'm willing to reach a little bit higher than I had been. I used to have him at, around pick 40. Now I'm like, if I can get him at 36, 37, I'll take him there. And I moved Najee back a little bit as well, obviously, with the news, hoping for a little bit of a fall. But if he does, if he falls to me at like pick 130, I'll certainly take the chances on that fall also. So that's kind of the really only very interesting thing going on right now to me. I don't know. You seen anything more
Yeah,
interesting?
no, I think those two are really good call outs. And by the way, that segues into, if you have our Best Ball Substack, Steve and I were both going to be updating all our rankings because we have it for different formats as well. All of our rankings will be updated later this weekend. So check that out. Yeah, I want to make little slight tweaks here and there. I am a little surprised about how high J.K. Dobbins. So I totally agree with you there. And then I will say, if you have not subscribed to the Best Ball Substack, it's only $34.99 for the entire year. Articles from Steve and I, at least three articles each week from Steve and I, and rankings for all the different formats. So link is in the description. And I saw this joke on Twitter, not to our friend Tom, you can't spell Najee Harris without one eye. So explosive remark. We got with it, the chat's on fire.
No.
Any of the chat wants to join us. I am going to be joining a Best Ball Mania. We saved Best Ball Mania for our friends of Best Ball guests. I'm going to be joining a Best Ball Mania, and I'll count it down from 10. If you'd like to join Neil and I here, I am going to be entering in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Enter, and let's see. Well, we have time. Let's see, 10 more to start. So we have time to talk this through here.
All right.
Or talk about anything. But yes, if anybody would like to join us, there is plenty of room. I timed that. So anybody that would like to join us, you can. We've got our friend Fantasy Football Garage. Of course, check him out, streaming most nights later in the evening. He is going to be my guest on Friends of Best Ball, I believe, next Friday. So good segue there as well. Mike Robb making more betrayal jokes, but always entertaining. We appreciate Mike Robb. He is our chat lord. Let me bring over the draft loaded up. So I am a huge fan of the Dalmatian. I made the Bulldog finals last year, those like amazing advance rate tournaments. I saw on Twitter you had at least done one. I think you were in a stream with Cody off the Schneid. Have you entered all slow? Did you just do one fast? What's your fast, slow? Have you just done one? Where are you at with the Dalmatian?
Yeah, I just did one fast Dalmatian to start. Really unhappy with my team, to be honest. It's one of those that I came out of. I think I have 3 quarterbacks and only one of them is stacked, which is very, very rare for me. So to get that in a Dalmatian was kind of brutal. The guy next to me, I think, was using the sidekick sims and kept sniping me with some of my favorite picks that I really wanted to get kept taking. I guess I don't know for sure that he might have just liked some of the same players that I often like to get. So yeah, not a fan of the team, just from there were some awesome values, which Cody got a lot of them, some real fallers, and a lot of them would come.
Was he next to you? Was Cody?
No, it was not Cody next to me, but Cody got a lot of the nice fallers, and then there was still like the guy next to me and the guy one before him, I think, got a lot of the players that I was really eyeing and like seeing them falling, and I was really excited, and then they kept going before my turn, and I just could not get a pick that I liked. So that was
I did hear you talking about the turn. Cody was in the middle. What pick number did you have?
I had the 12 spot, which I usually like.
So yeah, I usually like too. Yeah, but you just kept getting sniped because you had to wait so long. Yeah, no, that is.
You just get used to like somebody that you like falling to you at 36 and at 60, each spot, and it was not happening for me.
Right. I'm going to ping in Discord. We are waiting on 6. So again, if you'd like to join us, jump in. But I'm going to ping the Dog Pound Discord to see if anybody else would like to join us in this draft as well. That sometimes helps. So let me do that under.
I'm going to look up my Best Ball Mania exposure. Somebody in chat had asked earlier, what is my top exposure in Best Ball Mania? It is, I gotta figure out how to find. Got a filter here. So it's not necessarily going to be representative of my own opinions because all of them have been streamed with people. So I haven't drafted any on my own. And usually when I have people on my channel, I kind of let them make all the picks. So Best Ball Mania is kind of like the worst representation of my actual beliefs. It is Chase Brown through 22 drafts. I have 27% Chase Brown, who is a player that I like. 22% Josh Downs, another player. So actually, and 22% JJ McCarthy is my highest exposed player overall. He is my highest exposed quarterback at 20.
I saw that today. I think I saw that today under some exposure thing, and I love it. I love the bold stand on JJ McCarthy. I've been taking more and more JJ McCarthy recently, and obviously, if we get a chance to draft him together, I tend to let my guest, certainly lean into their picks as well, too. So hopefully, maybe we get a JJ McCarthy team here. I'd be happy.
Other than Cam Scadaboo is what I hear.
Well,
that's
yes,
the one pick
yes,
you insist on.
Yes. Someone else commented about Cam Scadaboo as well, basically saying I'll probably bully you into that. So yeah, where are you? Are you a Team Scadaboo, Team Tracy? Are you a Scadaboo drafter? Where do you? Oh yeah, get the coolers. Get ready to learn 100% Scadaboo. So where are you on Scadaboo?
I certainly have more Scadaboo. I wouldn't say that I'm like firmly in the, taking one side over the other. I think they're both pretty strong picks where they're going. Like, I think they're both good enough bets in the like between 100 and 110 range. So often I'll let the room dictate. But I think Scadaboo has a lower ADP. So I usually, if they're both there and I have a little gap, I'll just wait it out and then take whoever comes to me second. I think if I had to make a bet on one of them, it would probably be Scadaboo. Maybe I'm just pandering to you, though. I don't know. I don't know if I'm pandering or if I really believe that. I think I do, but I think I like them both.
You think you do? I like it. I blame Steve. Steve texted me right after the college football playoffs, right as Big Board was starting, and was like, you got just sending me basically Scadaboo highlights and, Scadaboo highlights. I mean, he's just fun, so I am fully hooked. I like this comment. Jeff T says he wishes his wife loved him as much as Meg loves Cam Scadaboo. Steve, cooler Steve sitting there, the hell you let your guests make the picks. So yeah, when Steve and I do sibling showdown, sometimes I do take the bossy older sister role. But Friends of Best Ball is different. So, I like to make my
with your sibling, it's always a little bit different.
Yes, totally. Absolutely. So we are at the 8th spot. And let's see, I am trying to see, it looks like just Legion 13 is the only name I recognize. So good to see Legion 13 in with us. I don't think I see anybody else, but if you are, certainly let us know in the chat.
I recognize Sly Tomato. I don't know what from, though. I don't think he comes in a lot of my streams.
Okay.
I recognize the username.
Yes, Tom says, Scadaboo drafters, we just like fun. Okay, so we are on the clock. Based on ADP, Puka, Neighbors, Nico, Genti.
I'd say Puka for me.
Okay, I don't take as much Puka, so this is that's why.
Are you afraid of the injury, or what's your reasoning with Puka?
I think out of all I think with those receivers there, you're really just splitting hairs. I mean, Nico,
I like
Puka,
them all.
Yeah, I like them all, but I will say, I think, especially on half point PPR, I think Devontae could get a solid share of the, red zone targets, touchdown share. So it's Devontae Adams. I know, obviously the other receivers, have kind of a number 2 that we like as well. But that one is the one that I really like, the number 2, and really like the potential red zone targets that the number 2 could get. So I think it's that for me. I mean, they all have kind of a wingman, right? But I would say
not to the level of Devontae Adams, though.
Not to the level of
Wandale Robinson is not Devontae Adams.
I was going to say Neighbors really does it. Like, I like Slayton, but in the 17th, 18th round. But yeah, that's why I tend to have Neighbors is probably my favorite of those receivers. But I really do think it's splitting hairs. It's tough. And no, I like diversifying my portfolio on these Friends of Best Ball and taking picks that sometimes isn't like a snap pick for me. So, and I mean, again, all these receivers are awesome. So love Puka. Any Puka combos that you like to try to get? Do you try to do the Rams Falcons? Do you try to target that? I
mean, it's tough to get. Yeah, I would love that.
I mean, London is there as of now. And he's there. So did you want? Okay,
easy click. Yeah,
easy click. There we go. We talked it through, and in this 20-second clocks, we're up. It's there. Yeah, we got the week 17 stack already.
HN, I would have been happy with HN too. You could have talked me into that pretty easily, but yeah, love getting Puka with Drake London. For the correlation is just London. I've been Rich Rebar. I did a show with him, and he really convinced me that London. I think he has London. Looking at the wide receivers here, like after.
Doesn't he have him really high, like above
Amon-Ra? Really high, yeah. Like in the first round, he's got. I think he has maybe Nico ahead of him. I forget the exact order, but it's like way higher than where he goes in ADP. I think he does like him particularly on full PPR sites, so he'd like him better on DraftKings. But I think just in general, kind of convinced me that maybe I need to be more in on Drake London than I am.
Yeah.
So I've moved him up in my mental rankings.
I heard his show on the Underdog Network, and I heard him talk about that, and it made me think a little bit more too. At that point, I don't think I had a ton. I've started taking more in the last month or two, but I didn't have a lot of him big board. Did you max the big board? Were you big into the pre-draft?
No, I didn't max it out. I forget why. I think I just didn't have time. Like maybe I was traveling or something. So did not end up maxing the big board. But yeah,
touching grass is always a good thing between the season and then now drafting season. And you, if you want to tell the people what you got going on your channel on Flannelverse, someone asked, I wrote Flannelverse, and the link, if for some reason you're not following Neil on Twitter or YouTube, the links are in the description. Highly recommend Neil's YouTube channel. He has a ton of amazing best ball content as well. So, well, after this pick, we are coming up in 2, and then you'll have to tell what you got going on, because you're doing both DraftKings and underdog best ball drafts. We are up at 32 in 1 pick. Devontae Adams is there if you wanted to do a double stack, but we got JSN, Josh Allen, Breece Hall, Kyron, Lamar. This is by ADP, so we are on the clock.
I'd say double it up. Let's go Devontae.
Okay. All right. I like it.
Love that. I've got a lot coming up as we've talked a little bit about it, but I'm participating in DraftKings Best Ball Week, which is starting on Monday. So for a week straight, I'm going to be doing nothing but DraftKings Best Ball content. Going to be streaming at least 20 drafts, doing a lot of, I'll be doing some couple Twitter threads, doing a lot of short videos.
Oh, that's awesome.
So a ton of DraftKings content coming up in the Flannelverse next week, which I'm really excited about. Like I actually find drafting on DraftKings more fun because the rooms are more chaotic. Like you just never know what people are going to do. Underdog, at least right now, underdog drafters are a little bit more like you usually know what you're getting with them. You don't really get too many big outlier drafts. Underdog, on DraftKings, sometimes you'll have like really big outliers and kind of get surprised by what happens in the room. So I'm looking forward to doing a lot of DraftKings content next week. I also just announced yesterday that I'm going to be doing Marathon Mondays with Mathology starting the following Monday. So that's we're going to look at early on. We're just going to look at the marathon contest on Underdog, which is points based for the full season. But we've talked about like maybe doing some eliminator content as well. But yeah, Mathology, really sharp guy, has had a lot of success.
Oh yeah, I like how he had the highest score, season long score in BBM, and then it sucks the year that the BBM.
The 1 year that you don't get money for.
Oh God, yeah. I wanted to say something about that because I do love the marathon contest. But let's get our pick 41. I was going to mention Kittle, but he went. Metcalf goes. ADP. It's Ted, DJ Moore.
I'd say Hampton.
And we were talking about it right before. Or right as the show was starting, I need more Hampton. So there we go. We got 0-1-3 to start. And I like that a lot. Yeah, I only did like a handful of I did a good bit of drafters the year before. And I was actually going to ask you about that. Like, do you tend to like DraftKings or Underdog, or do you tend to like full point PPR or half point PPR more in best ball?
Yeah, it's a great question. It's funny because prior to last year, I had actually not had a ton of success in DraftKings. Like it was just one of those things. It's like every year, it's like you can see that the rooms are more chaotic. I feel like people aren't as good as drafting, but for whatever reason, I'd had better luck both in terms of like advance rate and making it to the finals on Underdog. Then last year was the first year that I finally had some teams that did. Honestly, they still didn't make the finals in the millymaker contest. I think I might have made the final in another contest, but not the millymaker. But I had teams that just like, they ran into a buzzsaw in the round before the millymaker, but up until then they were looking really strong. And finally, like from advance rate perspective and just like the teams themselves looked a lot better. And I think that's more fun in general. I prefer the drafting on DraftKings. Like
just
Underdog
like you said, like the chaotic rooms that you're drafting, you feel like you have more of an edge there. Yeah.
There are some pretty clear pros and cons to both. Like on Underdog, you can label your teams and stuff. It's a little bit easier to like track your teams. But DraftKings has made some progress on that this year. So we'll see how much they've improved, because they've changed kind of the way you can see your teams when you're not in them. So before you couldn't tell the difference between teams at all. There are some ways to differentiate between teams before clicking in. So I think they've gotten better from that perspective. So maybe I'll enjoy the sweat more this year too on DraftKings. Historically, I think Underdog has been better in that way. But we'll see. Maybe they've closed the gap there.
Well, I've always, the reason I asked you is I've always done better, even in my DFS days. I still play DFS, but not as much since sports betting's become legal in Maryland and stuff. So I still, well, we'll talk about this after our pick. We're on the clock. So top of ADP, Flowers, Ridley, Kamara, Adunze, Jennings, Burrow, and then
I'd
RJ
say
Harvey.
Ridley or Jennings. Take your pick.
I just love 49ers. I'm gonna do it.
Right.
We could have done Pearsall later, but anytime I can get 49ers, I love that part of Rich Rebar's part of the Underdog Network when he said his number one was all of the 49ers, and that's kind of how I stand this year. They, everything that could have possibly gone wrong went wrong last year. I see they have one of the obviously easiest strength of schedules. I just see if they can stay healthy, a major bounce back for the 49ers. And I'm just so in on the 49ers this year. I actually do have a lot more Pearsall than Jennings. So hope that was okay that I did the quick switch to Jennings there.
Totally happy with it.
Opens up another stack option, obviously, too, which is always nice because obviously we have one quarterback that's much later. Well, actually, both quarterbacks are much later.
Yeah.
So kind of like that as well. But yeah, I even in my DFS days, I always did better on FanDuel than DraftKings. And then on, doing best ball these last 3 years, I've always done more on Underdog than DraftKings, but I've always done better on Underdog than DraftKings. And so last year I just said, okay, I'm just going to lean into the results and just kind of hyper focus because I used to do drafters too. And now I'm just kind of like, you know what? Obviously, I'm better at like touchdown hunting than maybe the full point PPR. So I'm just kind of leaning into Underdog. So for that reason, people are like, why does Underdog do the marathon? I love it because I do love the half point PPR.
Sure.
And when I think Drafters is a great site. Okay, so we are back. RJ Harvey, James Conner,
Jordan. I'd say RJ Harvey.
Okay, that's a fun one. This rookie running back class is so fun. Absolutely love it. And we have the 2 rookie running backs, Puka, Drake London, Devontae Adams, the double stack, Juwan Jennings to start 0-4. I like that a ton. So yeah, that's my spiel is that was my very long way of saying, I love that you're doing a Marathon Mondays with Mathology. First of all, I think that'll just be a very fun show in general, but I love the marathon personally because I love the half point PPR. So I'm glad there is still the marathon contest and not just Drafters. Drafters, great site. Yeah. But for me, I like half point PPR, or I guess I do better on it. And so I only did 6 marathon entries and I had one that finished 138. So it still gave me like a week. I had one 700. Still gave me a week 17 sweat. It wasn't for like, 4, 5, 6 figures, but it was still a week 17 sweat. And so I'm going to do, I don't know if I'll fully max it, but I'm going to do a lot more. So I will be in listening to you guys on Mondays, Marathon Mondays with you in Mathology for sure.
Yeah. And I have not had a ton of success in these points leagues, like the marathon. I haven't played it a ton, so it's been pretty small sample size, but that's one where I also think that's one where it's like has never been that fun for me because I've never had a sweat. I think it's one that's like, if you have a lineup that is in contention late, like, yeah, it's going to be a super fun.
Yeah.
So right. you kind of know pretty early, like, are you going to have a sweat? But I think it'll be more fun doing it with Mathology because it clearly he knows what he's doing as far as building up a super team that can just crush throughout the year. So that should be good conversations. I can learn something from him in these contests.
Yeah, so absolutely. So for those of you listening, make sure you're following Flannelverse. Make sure Marathon Mondays, Neil and Mathology, DK week next week. Again, Steve will be joining Neil on Monday afternoon. So lots of fun stuff coming up on Neil's channel. We'll make these couple picks and then I will catch up with chat. Let's see. So we're coming up got picks here at 80 and 89. 0-4. I don't think we need to, look at any quarterbacks yet, unless there's someone you wanted to pull up. Top of ADP is Laporta, Shakir, Diggs, Pollard, and Josh Downs, who I heard you mention, and I am a big fan of. So, but again, I do like to lean into my guests. So what are you thinking here?
I would be fine with Downs. I think I'm leaning Pollard.
I like
you have a lot of Pollard, but on a team where we already have 2 rookie running backs, I kind of think he gives us a little bit of a.
I think that's smart. I like that.
I think both those guys will produce some early on. Like I don't think they're going to be complete zeros. But I do think like Pollard maybe a little bit more safe just in case it takes a little bit of time for RJ Harvey to kind of take over the role from J.K. Dobbins.
Well, and I will say yes, I agree with all that. And it kind of needed like a chaperone vet there. And I think Pollard was the very smart pick there. Coming up at 89, if Downs was gone, do you like Pittman? I actually have Pittman ranked much higher than ADP and them very close together. I like them both. I think he was playing injured last year, obviously. I'm pretty into I hope I think Daniel Jones will start and have the job all year. I'm drafting as such. Where do you stand on the Daniel Jones thing? And are you drafting a good bit of both Downs and Pittman, or more just Downs?
Definitely more Downs, but you make a good point that Pittman was hurt. Like I forget, because you look at the stats and it's like Downs seems to have kind of gapped him last year in terms of like yards per route run, that kind of stuff. Looked much better, but I think Pittman was playing hurt, and that probably did bring him down a little bit. So we could consider Pittman if Downs goes. We could also consider Brock Purdy to go with Jennings, which I don't think we need to go with a quarterback yet, but he is one that I would at least.
Oh no, I definitely love Brock Purdy. So his ADP is, let me see, it's currently 103. Okay, well, we are in the clock. Both Pittman and Downs go. Okay. I'm fine taking Purdy early if you want. It's right around his ADP when we come back up. So
Purdy or Hawkinson, I'd say.
I was gonna say, you choose. 5 seconds. Let's
go Hawk. Let's go Hawk.
Okay, that opens up another stack that I know you might like too.
Exactly. So. That's kind of what it came down to. Is we don't have any Vikings yet, and now we could.
I mean, how can we not? That would be wrong in this draft together, Neil. I wanted to get some Vikings. I like the JJ McCarthy. As you can see, I have 11%. I have a lot of Purdy actually in the marathon. I'm through 25 or 26, and I have a ton of Purdy in the marathon. But I need more Purdy here, so I hope he falls back to us. I actually wouldn't mind double tapping if we could potentially get both. I think that would be fun. We start 0, 3, 4, 1. I think that's really nice. And Kittle and Hawkinson are the two like tight ends before pick 100 that I've been taking that I'm really interested in this year. I'm actually finishing a tight end article that'll be up. I had a tight end article earlier in the week of mid to late round tight ends, but the ones before pick 100, it's Kittle and Hawkinson for me. And I have another tight end article that I'll have up probably an hour or two after the show ends. So you have a lot of JJ McCarthy. Do you have a lot of Hawkinson as well?
I think I'm close to the field on Hawkinson. Justin Jefferson is the one that I am actually significantly over the field, and Jordan Edison too, to be honest. I like taking them quite a bit. I usually either go, so I go with the elites. So it's the top three. So I do draft a lot of Bowers, McBride, and then Kittle. And then, I'm about even with the field on Hawkinson, not taking a lot of Laporta. And then I kind of wait often until, the tight ends that are around pick 120, I kind of like. The David Njoku's of the world. I like Mark Andrews. It's I did a show with John Daigle the other day where he said that in his mind it's essentially the top three and then the rest are just one long tier. And I kind of see it that way. Like I struggle with taking a tight end, and unless it's like I don't like the other picks around them or they fit my stack. I don't have super strong takes outside of the top three at tight end.
Just to appease Steve, I need to put him in the queue. He said, we could have a no Scatabo team wellness check, but do you want to go Purdy here? I think
probably. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the prudent thing to do for sure. The question is, McCarthy's ADP has gone up a lot. We'll be back up at 113 and then 126. So it's, his ADP is 122. It's kind of in that range where, let's see what the Jefferson drafter, he took Kyler Murray, but he could certainly double tap, if we let JJ get past us. We start a little run on quarterbacks there. So no, I don't want to bully you into Scatabo.
If Scadaboo's there, let's go Scadaboo.
If
he's not there,
then our guy Legion 13, our guy Legion 13, he's a sharp drafter. He takes him at 107, which is a good pick. But I like that you're on board for a Scatabo team. I still think we're in good shape. A 1-3-4-1 team, nice balance, fun start here. So we're up at 113, and I do like Trey Harris a lot. Another potential stack option. Anything else on the board you're seeing? Harris, Shaheed, Ingram, Bateman at the top. Then a lot of quarterbacks, including JJ McCarthy.
I'd throw Harris in there as a potential pick.
Harris goes right as I was queuing him. Okay.
I like Evan Ingram. And we could be done at tight end if we go with Evan Ingram. I don't dislike Shaheed. I'm debating if I like these guys better than McCarthy, that is the tough.
I was going to
tough
say
part.
that is the biggest question. I mean, I love Drake May. I have a ton of Drake May, as you can see, a ton. Love him, but like honestly, this feels like this quarter the quarterbacks are running in this room. So
Yeah.
I'd say if we wanted to get McCarthy, we should just grab him here. I don't know
Probably
that
true.
I love these players more. So do you want to get a McCarthy team here together?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's just take it. Let's get our guy.
I like it. So we got a 2, 3, 4. Had to, and we have obviously a couple later stacks built with obviously Stafford or Penix, but we got Brock Purdy, JJ McCarthy, Hampton, Harvey, Pollard, Puka, Drake London, Devontae Adams, Juwan Jennings, and TJ Hawkinson. I like where we're headed there. Neil, how do you feel about the halfway point about our team?
Oh, I love it. We got JJ McCarthy. I'm feeling good about this team.
Yeah, exactly.
Right at ADP. We didn't even have to reach for Amari and Hampton. Feels good.
Exactly. Let me catch up with the chat real quick. Just enjoying our conversation so much that I forgot to check in with the chat here. So we got our guy Kevin is in the chat now after finishing a pup. Are you at pick 3? So if he might be at pick 3, so we might have another person in with us.
Kev Mack.
Okay, yeah. So we got Kev at the 3 spot, and then Legion 13 next to us, sniping Cam Scattaboo. Let's see, Jeff T, a 3 rookie QB team bold. I'm foreshadowing what I already know. Oh, that's before the Cam Scattaboo. It didn't happen. People were speculating. Steve was putting a minus 750 on it. It was lined up. Neil was willing to grab him, and just did not work out. Yes, good point, Billy. Thank you for mentioning this. If we hit 30 likes, I will do a puppy 2 after this. Neil will have to jump off, but I will do a puppy 2. If you can hit that like button, I certainly appreciate it. We're coming up fast here. These 20-second clocks move. We're back up at 128. And as expected, there was a massive run on quarterback. So I'm really glad we got JJ there. Yeah. So at ADP, we've got Tajay Spears, Tucker Kraft, Javonte Williams, Marvin Mims, Colston Loveland, Kyle Williams, Ray Davis. 10 seconds. What do you like? I
was going to say Tootin. Now I'm going to go. Let's go Tucker Kraft.
Okay, good. I got it in time. Okay, yeah. And I think with that kind of build, would you be fine stopping it too?
I think we could stop it too. Yeah, we can see what's available later.
Sure.
Yeah, we certainly don't need to force it.
Right. Okay, we will be up soon here, so I'll actually keep it here up in just 6 more picks. So with the 2, 3, 4, 2, I do like Ray Davis, but he goes, I know we're kind of that grosser receiver range, but any of these receivers you like, Mims, Kyle Williams, Hollywood Brown, Tillman, it's a little early for him, but I do like Tillman. What do you like here?
So not especially. I will say I was listening to, I caught just a bit of JJ Zacharyason's podcast where he was talking up Marvin Mims. I know Davis put something out, so maybe I need to watch those and they can sell me on Marvin Mims. So far, he's not somebody that I've drafted much at all. But that's I
have 5%. I was taking him more earlier, and then lately have not honestly taken him as much. So I do have him around ADP. He is so explosive. I think people's knock on it is obviously the lack of routes run and everything, but he is so explosive. We saw what he did in week 17 last year. So I'm open to that. But I just highlighted, unless you wanted to grab Penix, we also have the double stack with Stafford. So
yeah, I was going to say, can you show me the quarterback ADPs? Because I don't remember exactly. Like, could we wait on Stafford?
Probably. Yeah, Stafford 161.
Yeah. So let's wait on Stafford. Let's go with who are the running backs?
Garendo.
I'd find Garendo or Kyle Williams. I'd go Garendo probably.
Okay, that works there. We got that. So
with Purdy.
It makes sense. It stacks up 2, 4, 4, 2. Obviously, the nice team correlation there as well. And then I think this build could probably be like I do lean into 3 quarterbacks, but obviously we have the Stafford out later that I think that would make sense in this build, like a 3-5-8-2, since we kind of took a break on receivers. I think that something like that could potentially work. Okay, so board's back up. Yes, if we get 30 likes, I will do a puppy 2 after this. But good to see you, Billy. No wellness check needed. We were on top of Scadaboo pick. It just didn't fall. Our guide Legion 13's sharp drafter. But no, we appreciate everybody in here and all those hitting the like button. Make sure you're subscribed. Of course, we have best ball content almost every day. And of course, Best Ball Jeopardy every Wednesday. This Wednesday will be Justin Herzig versus Cody from Off the Schneid to start the quarterfinals. Very exciting stuff. Let's see. Something about I missed the chat, but when you BTJ better or worse?
For Travis Hunter,
for Travis Hunter. Yeah. Okay. I'm a big Travis Hunter. Bull, where do you stand on the? I had to ask you like where you stood on Scadabo and all these rookies. Where do you stand on Travis Hunter?
So I think I'm overweight on Travis Hunter. I was drafting a ton early on. I've been scared off a little bit by the recent coach speak, but I think I'm still like taking him at ADP, or even he often falls below ADP, but I'm still willing to take him at ADP is where I'm at.
Right. So we'll be back up in one pick. I've been really getting more on board with Tillman, but there's Tillman, Besh, Dubs.
Well, we have Stafford also. We wanted him. Is Stafford?
Oh, that's right. That's right. Right. Thank you so much. I mean, we could potentially push him, but I'd be fine just grabbing him here because I think that's.
I don't feel strongly enough about anybody else.
Yeah. Same. Okay, so then we have nice 3 stacked quarterbacks. I think in BBM that feels really fun. Purdy stack, a JJ McCarthy stack, a Matthew Stafford double stack. Really like that. Obviously, we have Purdy stacked with Garendo as well. So yeah, we'll be up in just 6 more picks. So top of ADP, kind of just looking running back, receiver here, done at quarterback, likely done at tight end, Eckler, Besh, Dubs, Palmer.
I kind of like this range. To me, this is actually a pretty strong range. I'd be fine with taking Eckler if he's there, but otherwise, I like Dobbs quite a bit.
I've taken a good bit of
Yeah, I see that. I actually like Josh Palmer as well. Do we have any like game stacking reasons to take anybody else? Okay.
So let's see.
Right.
I just have 16 and 17 highlighted here. So I'm trying to see any run backs with Buffalo. They play Cleveland, Philly, 16, 17.
So not really.
No, not really. Then they have Chicago, Baltimore, 16, 17. Just trying to think through if we. So yeah, I don't think there's any tiebreakers with playoff correlation. So Eckler
do you have a favorite of this group? You have a favorite?
Dubs is definitely my favorite.
Okay. I'm happy with Dubs.
Okay, that works for me.
Oh, we've got Tucker Kraft also. So we've.
Team correlation. There we go. I always like leaning into the team correlation too, and I forgot that we had Kraft as well. So yeah, 3, 4, 5, 2, probably just like one more running back and 3 more receivers potentially. So yeah, no, I think that's good. I'm glad we got Matthew Stafford. This room, there definitely seems to be some major runs on quarterbacks. So yeah, I'm happy we got that, especially with the double stack and the Drake London bring back. I think that makes a ton of sense.
Yeah, we're at 3, 4, 5, 2. Did you say?
Yeah, we are 3, 4, 5, 2. Okay. Yes.
Okay. So we have 4 more picks. Got it.
Yes. Yes. So we'll be up next at 176.
Okay. Nice. Probably get 1 or 2 fun rookie running backs, I would think.
Yeah.
See who falls in the wide receiver.
I keep asking different questions where you stand, and we're very similar in a lot of the rookies we like. I mean, I definitely am a big Travis Hunter, Scadaboo, but some of the other, there's a lot of those late running backs. Who is your favorite of the late rookie running backs?
I struggle with that. So it's between, let's see. I do kind of like Dylan Sampson, Taj Brooks. I draft a lot. Jarquez Hunter. I draft a lot. I'm trying to think if there's one that really stands out that I draft more than the others. I think I just mix it up. Like I think I'll probably end up overweight on like 6 or 7. I do like Brashard Smith also. I'm trying to think if I have an actual favorite.
Brashard Smith a good bit. Todd, did you mention Taj Brooks? Are you taking a Taj Brooks?
I did. Yeah, I take a lot of Taj Brooks.
Yeah. Taj Brooks, Brashard Smith, and I'm trying to take more Hunter, Jarquez Hunter. So you named a lot of the ones that I've been interested in late of the late rookies.
Yeah. FK Cooler says they could also go wide receiver now and finish with Monungai. I have not taken much Monungai, which I feel like I moved him way up in my rankings just so I don't forget about him. He's just one that
Yeah.
doesn't stand out in either of the ranking sets that I use. So then I just don't even think about Monungai. But I'm like, I want to make some bet on Monungai, so I've moved him way up just so that I remember that he's an option there.
Right. Yeah. The bring. Oops, I hit the wrong button there. We are on the clock. So ADP.
We could go Alec Pierce and then just go with the running backs.
Yeah. I love Alec Pierce. So, at sixth receiver, I think getting these spike week guys, I like that a lot. So we'll be back up. I'll stay here. Just kind of focusing on running back, receiver, top of ADP, McMillan, Wandell, Jalen Knoll, Michael Wilson, Nick Chubb, Sanders, Dimey Brown, Hopkins. Have you taken much Hopkins? I've been starting to take a little bit more of him.
I add him on basically any Lamar team. I like him. And then I'll do him occasionally because I do a fair amount of Packers also. So I'll throw him on a Jordan Love stack as a bring back. But yeah, I think he's got potential to score 8-9 touchdowns this year potentially.
So you mentioned the Coolers comment. I know Steve has taken a good bit. And Steve can correct me. He's taken some Kyle Monungai. I think he thinks that he feels like 2 Bears running backs could hit, and he kind of mixes them. So, I've taken Roshan, I've taken Swift, I've taken some Monungai. I have a little bit of all of them. I have no idea what, don't have a strong lean as to what is the right call there. But I agree with Steve that 2 could certainly hit at their prices. So, that's another rookie I'd be open to as well. So ADP here is Wandell, Noel, Wilson, Chubb, Sanders, Dimey Brown, Hopkins, Giddens. Slayton I actually like better than Wandell in half point PPR. Wandell goes, but what are you thinking here? We just come up at 185.
Maybe we do one more wide receiver. We could go at the top. I like Jalen Knoll a little bit, or DeAndre Hopkins if you prefer.
Put them both there. 5 seconds. What is
I'd say no. Let's go no. Let's go no.
That works. And that's our 7th receiver. And then probably one more of each here to round out the draft. Maybe, like you said, one fun kind of upside swing with a running back, like a young running back, and then tack on another receiver. I like that for sure.
Okay. Or we could even go two running backs. I think either way could work out here because we only have 4 running backs, right? Or do we have 5?
And where did we start? 3, 4, 7, 2. And you're right. We didn't start running back until Hampton, and then when Hampton Harvey. So we could definitely do 2 running backs as well. Right. Yeah. I think because we kind of caught up with receiver, because we got 4 pretty early and then took a break but then kind of went 3 in a row. So I think we could go 2 running backs here. So let's queue up some of the ones that we mentioned. I
think Miles Sanders would make sense on this team, and then if he comes to us, and then a rookie would be my preference. Justice Hill or Keaton Mitchell also fine. I'd say I don't know if we need to go with a veteran running back. I'm in my head. I'm thinking with this team, maybe we want like an early season production veteran running back, and then one rookie. But if we don't have a veteran fall to us that we like, looks like you don't draft any Miles Sanders. So
I have not
high in your rankings.
He is not. We just haven't seen it, and I just am so skeptical that it's really just going to be. I just feel like there's going to be like some trade.
They're going to bring somebody in.
I also think they'll be pass heavy like they were a couple of years ago. So I just haven't done much Dallas running backs at all across the board. And that goes for Blue and Javonte. So that's like across the board thing. Justice Hill is certainly like a veteran that if you wanted to go that route. And then
DJ Giddens, actually a little bit of a fall for Giddens. He isn't, I didn't even mention him when I was talking about my favorite rookie running backs, but he's somebody I drafted a ton of.
Okay. You want to go Giddens first?
Yeah, let's go Giddens.
Okay, nice. And then I have a bunch of these queued up here in 8 picks. So I queued up, and tell me if I'm missing any. Hill, Hunter, both Hill and Keaton Mitchell from the Ravens. Hunter, Brashad Smith, Taj Brooks, and Monungai were the rookies that we kind of mentioned. Any other queued up players to queue up there?
I don't think there's any like veteran running backs that are going to give us much production in the first couple weeks that we need to really
Yeah,
consider. So
because
we can
I
just
don't
go
think, yeah, I don't think
shoot for the
Mostert
upside.
or yeah. And I think we're throwing kind of quantity at it with the rookies. Yeah, we'll end up having, if we get another rookie here, what, 4 or 5
Yeah.
rookies, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4 rookies, but we're throwing quantity at it and still have Pollard, Grendo. So yeah, I think that's fun.
Yeah, and like Omar Hampton, he's a rookie, but like he should have
Right,
a
a
split
major
backfield
role.
at least from
Yeah,
the start. So
yeah.
not taking zeros there.
Yeah, a little run on the running backs are starting to go. Hunter just goes off the board. We're up in 3. So Mitchell, Smith, and then the rookies of Smith, Brooks, and Monangai. So somebody's going to follow us. I'll let you choose. I have the most of Smith and Brooks, but I'm open to any of them, honestly, in this build. How are the bye weeks? I think we're pretty good. Oh, our first 2 were 12. And 10, 14, 11. So we're fine because none of these are week 12 buys or anything. So we're good there.
Yeah. I mean, this could be the rare Kyle Monangai. I guess neither of us is drafting him, but he does have the week 17 against San Francisco. So
That's
a little
true.
bit of correlation there.
That's true. Yeah, it was what Coolers called out earlier. That yeah, absolutely. All right, you want to do it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. I think that's fun. So we end 3, 6, 7, 2. Purdy, McCarthy, Stafford, all stacked up. Hampton, Harvey, Pollard, Garendo, Giddens, Monangai, Puka, Drake London, Devontae Adams, massive game stack there. Obviously stacked up with Stafford. Juwan Jennings stacked up with Purdy. Romeo Doubs, Alec Pierce, Jalen Knoll, TJ Hawkinson stacked with JJ McCarthy and Tucker Kraft. I really like how it turned out. How are you feeling about this team, Neil?
It looks good to me. Yeah, we'll have to see if the players cooperate this year, but yeah, this looks like a team that we just need a little bit of luck with those running backs, I think, and it could be a dangerous team.
Hey, the year, I feel like this is similar to Steve can call it. Was it 2017, 2018, that rookie running back class that now we're still drafting the, Mixons and Kamaras and Connor and of course, Christian McCaffrey of the world. This is pretty similar that we're hoping this class is just going to be absolutely ridiculous. And we're leaning into that. I did that in the big board season. I drafted a lot of the rookie running backs. Some got great landing spots, some not as much, but I'm very hopeful for this rookie running back class. Let me make sure I didn't say hi to our guy Thad. Good to see you. Running backs are king. Absolutely. We did follow through with Coolers getting a Monangai receiver and then Monangai. So that was fun. Kevin, I'll have to look at your team there. You're taking all my Packers. I got the Golden Boy though. Glad to see that. Let's see. Okay. Pierce is that approved. We did hit 30, so I will be happy to do a puppy 2 after this. A couple other call outs. And I know there was somebody that made a comment about not getting Scataboo, but I might have missed that. But anyways, no, it was a fun team. Good to see you, Justin. Appreciate you jumping in here. What do you have going on? Do you have any streams this weekend, or is it all starting next week with Monday Marathon and DraftKings?
Nothing this weekend. I'll just be prepping for all the stuff I'm going to be doing starting Monday. But yeah, Monday through Sunday, going to be doing a ton of DraftKings content in the Flannelverse, and then the following Monday, I'm going to start Marathon Mondays with Mythology. So yeah, a lot of content coming up very soon on the channel. But yeah, primarily just a lot of exclusively with DraftKings for the next week, which I'm excited about.
That's awesome. So yes, be sure you're following Neil and the Flannelverse here on YouTube. He's got a lot of fun DraftKings content, and I think the Marathon Mondays sound awesome.
With Steve on this Monday, by the way. I didn't even say that part. Steve is going to join me for the start of the DraftKings week on Monday, so that'll be fun.
Oh, that's very fun. I will be tuning in. Make sure you guys are all tuned in. Neil's the GOAT. He's in the Elite 8 of the Best Ball Jeopardy as well. We have to keep reminding people of that. So your tweet was hysterical. I love when you're like, when I lose 1,000 views, when I win 120 views.
Nobody cares. Yeah. When I lose or when I win, I mean. Yeah.
We care. It was an impressive win. Elite Eight. Neil will be in the Best Ball Jeopardy streets of the quarterfinals. Stay tuned for that as well. So no, this has been a ton of fun. Yeah, Steve's looking forward to drafting some winners
That'll be
with you
fun.
Monday, Neil. So yeah, any final thoughts for the people, Neil? And then I'll stay on and draft a puppy.
Yeah, draft with Meg. Have some fun here and check out me and Steve on Monday.
Absolutely. Well, Neil, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Look forward to some more drafts this summer with you. And thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me. And thank you, Dog Bomb Pat, for dropping out of Jeopardy, by the way. All right, that's it.
I love it.
All right, see you later.
All right, bye. All right, guys, we are going to draft a puppy. I'll bring this back over here. Let's see. Oops, not the view. You can tell I don't do many solo streams here. So let me go. Actually, I'll quickly review the two teams. So we had Kev at the 3 spot. So let's quickly review the two teams in with us. I know what I was looking for. There was a funny comment from our guy, Paul. Paul sniped the Scatterboo pick, and he said, I was hoping they took Cam to save me from myself. So we're both Scatterboo drafters. Paul, I'm glad if I couldn't get him, you could. I'll look at your team and Kev's team here. So Kevin at the 3 spot, 2, 5, 8, 3. So Dak Prescott, Jordan Love that. That's 2 fun quarterbacks. Bucky Irving, Jonathan Taylor, Jordan Mason, Jaden Blue, Rico Dow. Love that double anchor and Jordan Mason, a lot of projectable volume there. CeeDee Lamb, Xavier Worthy, Devonta Smith, Deebo Samuel, Matthew Golden, Josh Palmer, DeAndre Hopkins, who we talked about, Diami Brown, Travis Kelce, Isaiah Likely, and Pat Fryermuth. Yeah, I like this team a lot. Obviously, he's got both Dak and Jordan Love stacked up. He mentioned getting his golden boy there. But no, I think the build structure makes a lot of sense. Every room kind of feels very solid. So very nice team, Kev. I like that a lot. And then let's check out Paul's team who drafted near us. Or no, he was at the 11 spot. Legion 13, Paul 3, 5, 8, 2, Jaden Daniels, Geno Smith, Sam Darnold. I like that. The elite quarterback and then tacking on 2 late there. I think that makes a lot of sense. Breece Hall, Alvin Kamara, Cam Scatterboo, of course. J.K. Dobbins, Ray Davis. I think that's a really, really nice running back room. And I'm not just saying that because Cam Scatterboo is in it. I think just overall, there's a lot of projectable volume there and a very, very strong running back room. Nico Collins, Chris Olave, Darnell Mooney, Michael Pittman, Hollywood Brown, Adam Thielen, Keenan Allen, which I think is a great pick when you're throwing more volume at receiver, and MVS, who Steve talks about a lot, Brock Bowers, and Dalton Schultz. Another really strong team. I know Paul's drafted with him a lot, so I know he's a sharp drafter. So this is a really, really strong team. And I think he got some later stacks with Sam Darnold and Geno. With Geno, he got, of course, with Brock Bowers and then tacked on MVS with Sam Darnold. So I really like that team a whole lot as well. So thank you guys for drafting us. We appreciate you guys all being in here in the show, joining Neil and I. That was fun. Neil is obviously a GOAT, a millymaker winner, tons of 6-figure finishes, a great DFS player and best ball player. And I always love drafting with Neil. It'll be fun to see Steve draft with Neil on his channel on Monday. So yeah, be sure to check out Neil's channel. And now, thanks to you guys, I will run a puppy here. So let's see, Kev says, much appreciated you all cook too. If the Packers smash, we both advance. Let's hope so. I hope two of the 3 of us that drafted together in this one will be moving on. So I'm going to enter the puppy from my phone because I don't trust, getting some kind of error or something like that. So let me see here. Puppy 2. Okay, this thing is already 24% full. I'm going to enter the puppy 2 if you'd like to join me. This one is going to fill much quicker than the BBM. So if you'd like to join me, I'm entering in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, enter, and 10 more to start. So if you want to join me, you certainly are going to be able to join me in this draft room. Let me pull over the active here. I have a couple of picks that I'm up on. Where's my Dalmatian? Oh, that's only 2 picks away. Okay. I entered 1 slow Dalmatian. Excited for that. Oh, wow. Did this already fill? Yeah. Okay. It's already full. Let's see here. All right, we got our guy Chad Candles in here at the 1 spot. I'm at the 3 spot. Legion 13, we got Paul at the 8 spot. And I don't recognize any other names, but if you are in here, because I didn't realize Kev was in there until he mentioned it in the last one, please let me know. But glad to see Paul and Chad Candles in here with us. This will be fun. I appreciate. Okay, we got Best Ball on Call at the 4 spot. I'm so sorry I missed that. So yeah, Best Ball on Call, or sorry, Bruce. I'm in 4 spot. Kenny the Wizard. Is Kenny the Wizard in here? Did I miss that? But yeah, yeah, love to see you in here, Chad Candles. Love to see you in here, Bruce K. Yeah, love everybody joining us, chatting with us, and drafting with us. I appreciate it. Good to see you, Eddie, as well. Let's see here. Chad, of course, gets the Jamar Chase, which has anybody else been watching Quarterback 2? I have 2 more episodes to go. So really makes you like the, okay, okay, Jefferson went. I need more Jefferson. But, actually, I know Bijan or Saquon's falling, but I actually have more Bijan than Saquon, and I'm trying to balance it out. So I will still go Saquon at 3 there. And I always talk to Steve about playing music in the background. So I'll put on some music here since this is one of my first solo streams here. So put on, let's see. Yeah, I like that one. Okay, we'll do that one. Any requests, song requests? No, just kidding. I'm putting on just some background music since this is one of my first solo streams. But yeah, we will, glad we could do a puppy after the very fun BBM6 with Neil. I like the team that Neil and I drafted. That was a lot of fun, and that was fun to have a few of you join us. So Eddie, yeah, always good to see you in here. All the Best Ball goats are here. Okay. Oh, Bruce. Okay. I'm sorry. You're Ken Cott's at the 10 spot. Okay. Feed the ducks like everybody else. Yeah. I think I put on night driving. I could definitely change it to feeding the ducks too. Okay. So Paul, or excuse me, Best Ball and Call mentioned the 4 spot. So is somebody at the 4 spot as well? If so, let me know. But and Kenny, the 10 spot, I do not see Ken Cott, so I might be messing that up. Okay, Best Ball on Call, you are at the 4 spot. Okay, I apologize. For some reason, I thought your handle was Best Ball on Call or something of that nature. So I apologize. I didn't realize that. Okay, so that's great. So Chad Candles 1, I'm at the 3. Best Ball on Call at the 4, Legion 13 at the 8, and then the 10 spot. Okay, I'm back on the clock here. I don't know. This late second round is not actually my favorite area. I have a lot of Higgins. This will be the time I'll hedge. I don't take Tyreek, so this will be the time I hedge. And then let's see, I started Saquon, Tyreek, trying to think of some different combos here. Well, it will be different because I don't really take Tyreek. I moved him up my rankings, but I still haven't really taken him yet. Just feel like the Dolphins are so fragile. Let's see, based on ADP, if I really want to get different, I don't take much McBride either. He's in some slows, so we'll do that. I'm getting different here. So start 0-1-1-1 with Saquon, Tyreek, McBride. That is different because I do not take much Bowers or McBride. So that is very different from me. So yeah, Bruce K. Did I miss you? Because I don't see Ken Coates at 10 here. So you have to let me know if I got confused. That is definitely a possibility. Fortunately, I can't play the actual music of Arms of an Angel. That's hysterical. Okay, you might be in another. Okay, wrong draft. That's okay. That's okay. But appreciate you watching, Bruce. Appreciate you coming in here. Of course, I appreciate Tyler. How did Neil bail on you? Neil and I did a wonderful BBM6 together. Really liked our team. And I said if we got 30 likes, I would do a puppy too. So no, Neil and I had a great draft. It was a ton of fun. But I decided to do a puppy too, in addition. But yeah, they're so fast. I mean, the BBMs now feel like they were 30 or 40 minutes. So yeah, it took a little while to fill, but gosh, those 20-second clocks fly. So great to see you, Tyler. Thank you. Yes, 700 subs. We less than 300 to go till 24-hour live stream. So help us get there before the NFL season, and we will do a 24-hour live stream with lots of fun stuff. I'm sure a little Best Ball Jeopardy, but plenty of drafts, plenty of fun content. We will get Deb and Bill. We will get Steve and I's parents on. My dad's been saying he's going to join us. My mom's shy, so I don't know that she's actually going to join us, but we'll make her. If we hit 1,000, we'll make her. My dad said he's going to join me for a draft soon. He's going to have to warm up before the 24-hour live stream. So help us get to 1,000 subs. Make sure, tell a friend. Best Ball content pretty much every day. Steve and I are going to start to do more strategy shows. Obviously, there's tons of live drafts. Steve's doing more of his own shows. And of course, Best Ball Jeopardy. So thank you, Tyler. You have a great weekend as well. Appreciate you. Listen to Typhoon Tao. Oh, I'm on the clock. Didn't even realize it. Crushing it. I'm watching quarterback too. Just love JMO. He was like my hero last year. So I'll go JMO there. Let me sort by ADP. Worthy, Devonta Smith, Sutton. I need more Devonta Smith, Sutton, Pickens. So I'm going to queue all them up just in case. Don't have much of any of them. So I guess I have 10% Pickens. Best Ball overlay. Use code Fanspeak. Get 25% off. Helps you see your exposures, which sometimes I'm definitely not aware of. Your team correlations and, of course, playoff correlations. So I guess I probably do need some more like Sutton Knicks. So I'll do that. Even though I really do like Pickens and I want to get more than 10% Pickens. So I started 0-1-3-1, Barkley, Tyreek, who I think this might be my first Tyreek share, Jameson Williams, Cortland Sutton, Trey McBride. Don't take much McBride or Bowers, and don't take really any Tyreek Hill. So this is a different draft for me, mixing it up. That's what the Puff Bees are for. Yeah, Chad says, take care, Cowboy. I like it. All right. And any other good streams tonight? I think we have, I'm guessing Candyman's tonight. I think BBG is tonight. If there's any other good streams for your Friday evening, be sure to mention in chat. So let's see here. What are the folks doing? So Chad Candle starts, Jamar Chase, Josh Jacobs, Lamar, Zay Flowers, Jalen Waddle. So that's fun. He got the Lamar Zay stack. And I believe, Cincy, Baltimore plays week 15, I'm pretty sure. And then Best Ball on Call, Bijan, Rashee Rice, T. Higgins, Marion Hampton, Travis Hunter. And then, let's see, Legion 13, Malik Neighbors, Brock Bowers, Garrett Wilson, Kyron Williams, Chuba Hubbard, double tap running back there. That's nice. And then, yeah, we had a little confusion. We don't have the 10 spot there. So, all right, coming around here, I'm gonna try to be more prepared here for my sixth round pick. Let's see. Will Best Ball on Call or Chad Candles get a falling Burrow here? Hopefully one of them do. I think it was the Puppy 2, or Steve and I did 3 Puppy 2 last night for Sibling Showdown. And the third one, it both like in the 7th round passed on Burrow and he fell to like 80. And I was like, there's no way I'm letting him fall past that. So we were able to get Burrow at like 79 or 80. That was a lot of fun. But if you're watching quarterback too, makes you want to draft Burrow even more because, oh my gosh, he's just got like ice in his veins. Okay, so Burrow does not make it back to him. He goes to 68. We were back on the clock. Chris Godwin got Monty. You know what? Let's keep mixing it up. I don't take much Jacoby Myers. Let me look at that. And then where's Nick's going these days? I don't take much Nick's, so I'm going to just keep an eye on that for later. Maybe it'll come back around to me, not this pick, but the next one. So 0-1-4-1 for me. Good running back range here. You know what? To stick with my theme of players I don't take enough of, if Judkins falls back to me, he's got the same buy as Saquon. I hate that when. I also need more Swift, actually. So I'll probably take one of those. Good pick. I like Caleb Johnson to Chad Candles. I'm obsessed with Caleb Johnson with the Steelers and the fit with the Steelers. You know, I'm going to go Swift here, so it's not like a 2 week 9 buy with my first 2 running backs. Need more Swift too. So unfortunately, Burrow did not fall back. Missed best ball and call by 1. So that's a bummer. Oh, that's right. Fancy Dog Pound. And Pat's back on tonight as well. Yes. I believe he's on at 9. Yeah, that is right. Fancy Pat's on at 9 tonight. Good call. 50 likes and you draft a weekly winner. I am not going to draft. I would do almost anything for you, Mike Rob. But I am not going to draft a weekly winner. I stink at it. I just am not good. I'm 2 years of trying it and the results are not good. I did it for that special that they had so I drafted 4 and that's it. Unless like on our 24-hour stream, if we get to a 24-hour stream, maybe we do some fun stuff there where I mix in a weekly winner, but that's it. I'm not a huge fan. So it'll just be the 4 weekly winners that I'm currently slow drafting right now. But it was a fair question. And again, I do almost anything for you, Mike Rob, but not going to do weekly winner. I'm also going to try to finish. I almost have a second tight end. It's kind of like a back-to-back tight end article about loving mid to late round tight end builds. And the first one was out, I think, on Tuesday or Wednesday. And I have one that's almost done. And I want to get done before it gets too late tonight. So right after this, I'm going to finish that article up. And then I'll probably happen some draft streets with, BBG or Pat or Candyman or whoever's streaming tonight. But I want to get that article done. And then Steve will have an article tomorrow. And then we will update our rankings this weekend as well. So again, if you're subbed, you'll know that. We'll be doing a sub-only show next week. If you are not subbed, there are 3 articles at least a week from Steve and I covering all topics. Player takes, strategy, different strategies for these different formats, all sorts of good stuff. And of course, rankings for all the different formats as well. And I'm back on the clock and didn't even realize. All right. So this is Bo Nix area. I'll take Bo Nix. I don't have much Bo Nix. So I got Sutton, don't have much Sutton. So I'll take, again, trying to mix it up here in these puppies. 1-2-4-1 and got Nix with Cortland Sutton. Okay. Sorting by ADP. Who else do I want to mix it up here? Maybe some more ETN. Sorry, around ADP. Not Kelsey. He's old. Cam Coleman. Justin Fields is another. I wouldn't mind double tapping quarterback and having your different buys. Yeah, Nixon. That might be a consideration too. I absolutely love getting 3 quarterbacks in the window. Need more Justin Fields. I think I'm going to do that. I think that's a fun quarterback, and I'll tack a third one on later. But Nix, Fields, Saquon, Swift, Hill, JMO, Cortland Sutton stacked, obviously, Jacoby Myers, Trey McBride. So, yeah, different structure for me, different player takes for me. I'll tell you where I won't be mixing it up is the Dalmatian. I got my first slow start today. If BBG is doing a Dalmatian tonight, I might do one fast and then do then the third one slow, most likely, unless Steve wants to draft on Thursday, the third one fast. Though I just absolutely love, that's like one of my best, my favorite tournaments at Underdog releases. 4 out of 12 of Dalmatian. I mean, you're paying $101. So, but 4 out of 12 advance to the playoffs. And then I believe it's one of 5, and then it is one of 8 from the semifinals to the finals. But overall, really like that structure. So I am a big fan. I have one slow started at the 8 pick. I'm not up yet. May do a fast draft tonight on BBG's channel if I feel up to it, and then if I get my article done in time. And then, yeah, most likely I'll do the other ones slow. We'll see. But hopefully there'll be other of those contests. You know, I know the Bulldog was the one that I made the finals for. That was a single entry 75. The Chow Chow was last August, and that was like a 10 or 15 max, $50, really good advance rates as well. So we'll definitely do some of those on the channel. So talk to Steve about that. But let's see, best ball on call. 5-hole is wrecking my world with the QB snipe. So I know he sniped you on Burrow. And then let's see. Okay, you got Mahomes and you had Rice. So yeah, he definitely double sniped you there for sure. Does he have, I mean, of course he can backstack Burrow or Mahomes, I guess. But did he have any early Chiefs? No. It'd be interesting to see. Oh, Kelsey goes. I was going to say if he takes Kelsey here in this round, but Kelsey went. So Cooler says, yeah, I may do this. $1 all slows. I cannot juggle Maxine Puppy 2 and 101 at the same time. Yeah, no, I mean, I probably should just do 3 slows for the 101 Dalmatian, if I'm being honest. I should take Scataboo again just for that field snipe. Oh, shit. I did not mean to do that. I really didn't. I didn't know you must have had Garrett Wilson. I'm so sorry. Eddie says, I need my MLB WNBA DFS to go off. Running through my best ball bankroll. Yeah, I know. It would help to have a little bankroll building with, I don't play, I do some sports betting for MLB, but just tailing picks. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, or golf. See, is my guy Scataboo there? No, he's gone. Okay, what do I want to do here? I really don't know. You know what? Here's another one I don't have a ton of. I need some more Charbonnet. So we'll go there. I'll be up again at 123 in a couple of picks. 2, 3, 4, 1. Mondre's another one I'm trying to get more of. Dude, I can't remember if Neil and I took Mims. But he's one that I don't have a ton of. I don't care. I don't mind. I don't mind him as a 5th receiver. I'm nervous about the route share, but I do think he has the explosive plays in his game. So, Berkeley, Swift. You know what? It can be a 2 tight end build, so with McBride. So I'll actually go Ramondre here. Give me some options. Yeah, best one call. Sorry about the quarterback snipes that you had there, but getting Justin Herbert and Trevor Lawrence is always very nice to double tap that. And you have Travis Hunter. So you can obviously backstack Herbert. So I like where you pivoted there. So did Paul get Scataboo? Where did Scataboo go in this one? No, he went to Chad Candles. Chad Candles, Arizona State grad. Very smart to take Scataboo before I could get to it, or Paul could get to it. So I love it. I love that Chad Candles got Scataboo. And Paul gets Drake May, Jordan Love double tapping quarterbacks there. Absolutely love that. I mean, Drake May is my favorite quarterback in that range. So I may have taken your Justin Fields stack, but I love that you got Drake May. So yeah, Steve says no mercy, Paul sweep the leg. But no, Chad Candle's very smart to get Scataboo early. I like it. Rich Country Club Bag vaccine, the $100 contest. Definitely not hashtag not rich, I promise. But that's why I don't do many of these puppies, honestly. I don't do many like I don't do like a ton of quantity. So when I say I do like 300 contests is like my goal this year. I did like 260 last year. And I did like 60 some pre-draft. So it's more of like a quality over quantity, where I love these great advanced rate contests. The Bulldog, obviously, hopefully I can run those finals back, but this Dalmatian, Chow Chow, those, I'd rather do those and not do quantity of maxing other contests. And I'll still get down a total of like probably 300 contests, but that's why I'm not into like the, near 1,000 contests like my brother, because I definitely have to watch the old budget. So, but definitely want to do the great advanced rate contests. Absolutely love those. Oh, okay. He's talking about the Little Dalmatian 101 entries. Did they release that? If they did, I missed that. All right, 2441 for me here. I love this. I mean, I love Rashad White, Grendo. I could be done at running back, 9-5. Yeah, it'll be 2 week 9, but I like Rashad White, so we'll do that. I can be done at, I could probably then do like a 3-5-8-2 or something like that. Any other correlations with my, if I wanted to just be done at tight end. Trey McBride is week 8. So let's see. Done at running back, so I'll take Grendo off. If Goddard falls to me here, I'll take that. I was thinking about Ferguson, but he just went right after my White pick. I probably maybe should have considered him there because Goddard goes Chad Candle's good pick. I think that was a great pick. I probably can wait on tight end and just do a second tight end later. I do not love these receivers. I just panicked and did a Geno stack because I don't have much Geno. And I realized with Myers, and I just realized that was super early for Geno, but it's all good. This is why I probably won't do a Dalmatian on stream, because holy crap, did these 20-second clocks go fast. So I needed more Geno too. Got him with Myers. 3-5-4-1, definitely going to be a 3-5-8-2 here. Did not do well with those picks at all. Okay, so yeah, the $1 contest, the Little Dalmatian. Yeah, I didn't know if that was out or not. Eddie says, when I'm drafting, can't decide between Tracy and Scatterboo, I just ask myself, WWMG, what would Meg do? Definitely Scatterboo is the answer. You didn't tweet about it. Still probably smart of them to offer cheaper, better advanced rate contests. Okay, so it's not open yet, I guess. But I didn't see the a Little Dalmatian. Or did I miss that? Definitely could have missed that. So I'm looking on another window. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. It's out there. They just didn't tweet about it. Okay. So the Little Dalmatian 101 entry. And is it the same advance rates? So 3 of 12, 1 of 10, 1 of 6. So obviously not quite as good with 4 of 12, 1 of 5, 1 of 8, but still great advance rate. No, yeah, if you're looking for volume, the Little Dalmatian, that's a great contest. Okay, I'm back on the clock. I'll just snap pick Adam Thielen here. Need a good 5th solid receiver. Steve would be proud of me for that. Need to catch up at receiver here because I'm done at quarterback, running back. Let's see, what tight ends do we have here? Bride's 10. I absolutely love Gesicki. So if he comes back to me, I'll do Gesicki or Henry. Get my beat on a tight end, then just tack on 3 more receivers. Just putting quantity at the receiver position. Okay, yeah, I didn't even realize that because Underdog didn't tweet it that Little Dalmatian was out. That's awesome. Okay, so I will take Gesicki, be done at tight end. Move Henry. So yeah, I have a 3-5-5-2, and I'm done at all positions but receiver. I'm just going to tack on 3 receivers. That'll work. That'll do it. Okay, so yeah, UD didn't tweet about it, so a little Dalmatian. Okay, good to know. Okay, Coolers knows little Dalmatian 10 minutes ago. Chad Candle says, I got close to a miracle on Andrews, Volvo's not to be. Let's see, where did Andrews go in this one? Oh yeah, right before you. Yeah. Yeah, that would have been nice at 120 with Lamar. So that was close. Okay, yeah, feels great. Best ball call. I'm assuming the snipes. I'm going to do that one is all slows. I assume you mean the little Dalmatian is slows. Yeah, Chad Candle is catching up with chat now. There's only one person who can compete with the Scataboo love here. That's absolutely hysterical. I mean, all 3 of us in this room, well, 3, I'm not sure best phone call. You have to let us know if your Scataboo love is high too. But, you know, Paul takes Scataboo, Chad Candles takes Scataboo, even I take Scataboo, WWMD. Yeah, I was tagged on Twitter because someone had mentioned in my tweet about the donation that it'd be nice if UD had all cheaper contests. Okay, got it. Yeah, 101 for a chance at 20K is great. I think it's 30K top prize, I'm pretty sure. Mike Rob, well, the little Dalmatian gets you 101 entries for 101. Do it, Meg, 101 slows. Yeah, I know, I should. Yeah, see, Steve knows. Good luck convincing her. I'm just not the volume. I'm a quality over quantity, but it's a good point. It is a good advance rate contest. All right, let me go back to this, and I will catch up with the chat. Tacking on, just focusing on receiver here. 91. See if I have any bye week issues. I have 2 8s, 2 12s. Let's get a not week 8 or 12 with Hopkins. And then I'll either take Keenan or Slayton. I was not paying attention to bye weeks either. Oof. On the receiver position, I think I'm pretty good everywhere else. Obviously, no issues. Quarterback, tight end, running back, just 2 week 9 buys. But yeah, as long as I stay away from these last 2 receivers, week 8 or 12, I'm fine. So you have 17% Keenan, 23% Slayton. Keenan is falling, but you know, as long as he plays somewhere, I think it's a great pick. So I'll just tack on Keenan there. I have less of him than Slayton. Slayton goes, good pick. Definitely love him in the 17th round. Okay, let me get back to the chat. Out of curiosity, what's your content schedule once the season starts? Do you cover the weekly games on UD or pivot to stuff like managed leagues or FPPC? Not managed leagues, not FPPC. We will, we did cover the Battle Royale, and we will even more this year. We'll also cover, you know, that first month, like or when it releases the Best Ball Resurrection, then playoff Best Ball, obviously later in the season. But as far as like Best Ball content, we will definitely do a lot more Battle Royale content, underdog content for sure. Andrew and Justin did a show, but Steve and I will do we'll have a lot more Battle Royale content this year for sure. Obviously, as playoff sweats start to come into the picture, we'll probably do some, you know, content on that. But then we do a ton of sports betting content. If you're in a legal sports betting state, we do a ton of that. But we'll also probably, for those that, it just seems like the states, it's either sports betting or pick'ems. Some are both. So we'll probably do a combination of, let me see how far away. So we'll do some combination of underdog battle royale, underdog pick'ems, sports betting, mostly like props and parlays. Not as much of the sides and totals, but mostly props and parlays. And then Steve, I still play some DFS. Steve plays more than me. Maybe we'll do some DFS as well. So, Steve said, coolers, I wish they would have tweaked it slightly. The quarterfinal semis were better. Okay, for the little Dalmatian. Yeah, little Dalmatian was hidden for sure. Yeah, I definitely did not see that. 101 likes to do all 101 drafts tonight. That's hysterical. That would be a good streaming promo. But 101 drafts, you definitely would be doing some massive multi-tabling. Maybe like 10 groups of 10 and tack on one of 11 or something. I don't know. How many likes for Meg to do 10 little Dalmatians? Maybe we do that next week. I'm on the clock. Oh yeah, I need a receiver. All right. Oof. 10 pickings here. This is rough. Just go Tolbert. He's an old faithful. All right, let me catch up with the chat and then we'll look at the teams and then get out of here because I do need to finish an article for the Best Ball Substack. Make sure you're subbed. But I'm glad I answered. That was a great question by Coolers of our in-season content schedule. So just to reiterate it again, it'll be Underdog Pick'ems, Underdog Battle Royale, sports betting, props and parlays, maybe a little DFS content. This could be fun for next week. Maybe Steve and I could do like a multi-table thing or something for 10 little Dalmatians. Maybe that's how I get a few little Dalmatians. Paul says 1/3 of the field gets their entry back in the Dalmatian, not too shabby. Yeah. And yeah, I like that with the bigger dollar contests, you get your money back to make the playoffs because you're spending 101 for each entry. Okay, Steve says, serious question. Would people want me to stream 5 little Dalmatian fast tomorrow at the same time? Okay. Mike Robb says, let's do it. Okay, yeah, I'm catching up with Chad, so this was probably something that happened. Feels on the almost falls, Chad. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Some just snipes almost falls to you. Okay, let's see. Mike Robb, pretty likely to happen tomorrow afternoon. Okay, so Steve's thinking about multi-tabling some little Dalmatians. I want to try a multi-table stream. That'll be interesting. Yeah, excited for the BR shows. Yeah, we're definitely going to do more of that this season. Nice, thank you for the content answer. Really looking forward to that since I play those too. Absolutely, you bet. Love all your guys' support. Thank you for liking, supporting this channel, watching our streams, join us in chat drafts. We appreciate you. And yeah, we will deliver in-season content even more than we did last season. And we're excited about that for sure. Our guy Al Boogie is here. Hello, friends. Good to see you, Al Boogie. Steve was trying to tell me to take Ray McLeod. Fun draft, Meg. I really appreciate you, Chad Candles. Thank you so much. Paul says, now you can skip over my wide receiver room. Mike says, Meg, think about the great advertising. Meg, the little Dalmatian winner, the newest Disney princess, Best Ball Dalmatian champion. A story for all young girls to look up to. That is sweet. Maybe I will get in the little Dalmatian streets. Maybe you've convinced me. Next week, I'll get in the little Dalmatian streets. Mike says, Steve, if you stream, I'll be there. Yeah, Steve, sounds like you definitely will have some viewers for multi-tabling Little Dalmatian this weekend, so I think you should do it. Okay, so Best Ball calls with us. He's 18% scat. So like Chad, like me, like Paul, Best Ball call knows ball too. So fun draft mostly. Okay, I'll quickly look at the teams. I finally caught up with Chad. I'll quickly look at the teams before we get out of here. So Chad from the one spot, check handles 3752. Mixing up there, I like it. Lamar, Baker, Tua, Jacobs, Caleb, Scatabo, Tajay Spears, Tank Bigsby, Brashad Smith, Keaton Mitchell, Jamar Chase, Zay Flowers, Jalen Waddle, Chris Godwin, Diami Brown, and then Tucker Kraft, Dallas Goedert. So yeah, he kind of hammered receivers early there. And got some nice stacks with all of his quarterbacks. So that is fun. I always like mixing up the structures in these puppy twos, mixing up my structure, mixing up my player takes, because, I definitely lean 3573 and certain player takes, and I'll do that in the Dalmatian, but it is fun in these puppy 2 or little Dalmatian to mix it up. So, okay, let's look at Best Ball and Call. Thank you so much for joining us. 2583, Herbert Lawrence, fun quarterback room. Bijan, Hampton, Judkins, that's some fun little rookies there, and Tootin and Giddens. So yeah, we talked, Neil and I had a ton of rookie running backs. Let's lean into that rookie running back room, and hopefully the rookie running backs deliver this year. Rasheed Rice, T. Higgins got sniped on both their quarterbacks, but got Hunter stacked. Jerry Jeudy, Jaden Higgins, Trey Harris stacked with Herbert, very nice. Pat Bryant and Donnie Mitchell, some fun upside swings late. Jonnu Smith, and Hunter Henry, and Dalton Schultz. So yeah, I think that's a nice 3 tight end room. Very nice team, Best Ball and Call. I like that team a lot. And then we'll go over Legion 13 instead of ignore the receiver room. But 2592, gotta love Drake May, Jordan Love, Kyron Williams, Chuba Hubbard, James Conner, Jalen Warren, Will Shipley, very nice running back room. Neighbors, Garrett Wilson, Matthew Golden, Marvin Mims, Leggett, Romeo Doubs, Pierce, Tutu Outwell, Matt Collins. I think we're throwing quantity at that receiver room. It's a very strong still, because you went Bowers early, so you're able to stop at 2 tight ends with Bowers, Ingram. So I like that. Yet again, it's going to be tough to get out of this room. The 3 guys with drafted in here were strong drafts as well. So okay, and so Chad's last pick was NWI, so it was a 6 receivers. Yeah, I always forget that it doesn't show the last pick. I'm so sorry. I always forget that. All right. Yeah, Best Ball and Call says fun drafts mostly. Billy, any Scatterboot drafter kept up late at night by the Dable Singletary connection? So far, no. No, I'm not. I just am so excited for Scatterboot training camp reports. I hope it's all good, and we're excited for that. Okay, yeah. So Steve will be streaming this weekend. Chad, did you get the cream cheese? I'm guessing that's in reference to from the morning stream. Chad, of course, morning streamer, Wake Up Best Ball. Be sure to check out his channel. Always a good time drafting Chad Candle's rooms and his morning streams. Sharp room for sure. The fact that Singletary exists at all, Singletary doesn't scare me. Holy shit, up in 18 slows. Yeah, I gotta check my slows. I've yet to draft NWI. Sell me on it. I think that's a good point by Chad saying last pick was NWI. I do think that he's the one that benefits with Jonnu gone to get more of a target share in the Dolphins room. So he's someone I want to add late. So I get it. Al Boogie, I actually made my kid cream cheese bagel, and there is cream cheese everywhere in my living room. That's hysterical. I love it. Love it, Chad Candles. I appreciate all you guys, for joining me here. Let me get back here for joining me in the BBM drafts, the Puppy 2 draft. That was a very fun BBM Friends of Best Ball with Neil. And then thanks to you hitting the like button, I was able to draft a Puppy 2, and I mixed it up. I did some different players there that I don't normally draft. So that was fun. Steve is now offering to do a multi-table, the mini Dalmatian, I guess it's called. So he'll be doing a draft at some point this weekend. Look for that either tomorrow or Sunday. It sounds like he wants to multi-table the mini Dalmatian. So look for that. But no, this has been a ton of fun. Thanks to all you guys. I appreciate all you guys jumping in here. Again, hitting that like button, watching, chatting, drafting. We certainly appreciate it all. Yeah, love all you guys. Thank you to all you guys. Stay tuned for Steve Talking Ball with Steve Speak either tomorrow or Sunday. We'll post on Twitter so you can check that out. And look for an article I'll have posted later on the Best Ball Substack. But thank you guys again so much for joining me, and I will see you next time.